Aurora Castillo's environment is one of grit and concrete, a place carved and divided by freeways which stand where homes, schools, and churches once nourished livable neighborhoods.
We never locked our doors. We got along beautifully, just beautifully. We had no problems.
Aurora Castillo's East L.A. is partitioned now, defined on the west by a floodwater runoff ditch called the Los Angeles River and encircled by industry. It is the place where she and her twin were born. It's where they flowered, learned, and dreamed. Yet this is such a different place for today's children. Fear for the children stirred Aurora Castillo to activism as she entered her 7th decade 11 years ago.
The mothers of East Los Angeles will fight like lionesses for the safety, security, and welfare of their children. We send out a message that they cannot come into East Los Angeles and pollute our community and endanger the security, the safety, and health of our children.
That message has flowed with gathering force and effect from the mothers of East L.A. Aurora Castillo co-founded the group with tactical assistance from architect Frank Villalobos. They formed first to fight construction of the 8th prison in their neighborhood.
It was an insult to have a prison planned in an area where we already have the largest prison population in the United States.
The battle to stop the prison took seed at Resurrection Church, spiritual home to a tiny, informal group of East L.A. mothers. In succeeding months, the mothers' magnetic passion and resolve would inspire thousands. As they gathered the political strength and resources they needed to conduct one of the most protracted environmental impact struggles the nation has seen, and they would win.
And we did. It took 8 years, but we did.
They did it by flooding prison hearings. They demanded public meetings be conducted in Spanish, the first language of their community. Through it all, the mothers developed political dexterity, savvy.
There is a misconception about their naiveness. I think people underestimate them.
The mothers were unremittingly vigilant. Over the years, Aurora Castillo and the mothers of East L.A. pressed other environmental issues. They prevented construction of a toxic refuse incinerator, forced investigation and cleanup of long-ignored illegal toxic waste dumps, detoured an oil pipeline away from their neighborhood, and preserved historic buildings. Today, they work to encourage environmentally responsible industries.
And I'm very proud to be a resident of East Los Angeles. I mean, that is quite a feat because we're always looked down upon. They're always dumping garbage on us.
And I think that I would like to describe her as a person who won't say no and hasn't said no and is available to the needs of the community.
Historically, that community is the kind of place frequently targeted for projects like those the mothers defeated. East L.A. is 99% Latino. Its unemployment rate is relatively low, but so are its salaries and its political representation. In short, it is the kind of place that has given rise to the environmental justice movement.
We were the great sleeping giant. They found out that we were no longer asleep, that we're wide awake.
The mothers have created precedent, given others reason to believe.
I have deep faith.
Aurora Castillo has given. Will there be a time to quit?
Quit working? Nay, never, never. Because whatever I do it for the love of the children.
For outstanding environmental achievement in North America, a 1995 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Aurora Castillo of Los Angeles, California, the United States.